everyone, Coach Chelsea here, and today I want to talk to you about nutrition. I get questions every single day about what in the world do I eat? And I think one of the most basic things that we forget about this whole health journey is that not everyone's the same. Not everyone likes the same foods. Not everyone eats the same thing. So how can I tell you what to eat? So today I want to share with you one of the simplest ways to make sure that you are improving your health and your nutrition along your journey, and that is to get closer to Farmer Jane. And what I mean by that is, let's say that we have a spectrum, all right? Over here, we have processed foods. We have things like, let's say, Twinkies. We have frozen foods. We have TV dinners. We have all the crap that's not good for us, canned junk, ramen noodles, all this processed food over here, sweet treats, chocolate, all that stuff. And not saying the chocolate's bad, but let me tell you how to do this. So you have your processed foods over here, and then over here you have Farmer Jane, okay? And Farmer Jane, she's locally owned. She has her own farm, and she's all organic. She doesn't use any GMOs. She doesn't process anything, and she's very, very healthy. All right, so your goal along your health journey is to simply get from over here, the processed foods, to over here to Farmer Jane. All right, and so how to do that and how to make sure that on your spectrum you're doing the right things is simply look at the ingredients. Now, I know everyone wants to count everything in this world. They want to count calories and macros and carbs and all this crazy stuff. Yet you don't look at what's actually in the food that you're eating. So whatever those little numbers in that box, that doesn't really matter. Because you can have chocolate, but you can either have processed, heavily GMO crap chocolate, or you can have highly certified quality chocolate that's actually going to help you and be better for you. In a health case, it's going to be a darker chocolate. But you're still getting the same effect, yet you're still eating the same kinds of food, but you're eating the healthier, more better food for you. So let's take another example. Let's do breakfast sausages, all right? So let's do Jimmy Dean and Applegate Farms. So Jimmy Dean's going to be a little bit more towards this processed side because it has things like citric acid in it. It has artificial preservatives and things that enhance taste. And then you look at Applegate Farms and they have pork, water, and then 2% or less of a few things, no artificial preservatives, no taste fillers, no additives, nothing else like that. So what do you think is going to be better for you on this spectrum, the Jimmy Dean or the Applegate? You're going to want to go with the Applegate. And when you're looking at ingredients on your list of what kind of food that you're trying to look at, think of it this way. If it looks too complicated to say, it's probably not so good for you. If you can't say the words that are in it, it's probably not so good for you. One of my favorite things to use as an example for this is Lorabars. And I'll grab mine. So let's say I want a piece of pie. I want a piece of apple pie, and I could go get me a Nutri-Grain bar or whatever else that still has bad things for me. Or I could get a Larabar, and let's look at the ingredients of a Larabar, shall we? So this is the Larabar apple pie. Ingredients: dates, almonds, unsweetened apples, walnuts, raisins, and cinnamon. That's literally all the ingredients that are in a Larabar. I can say every single one of them, and I know that they're good for me. So picking this over, say, like a Fiber One or a Nutri-Grain or one of those ones that claim to be healthy but don't really, not so healthy. Here's another thing. If you are in the health section of a grocery store, that's where you need to get your food from. Because what else do you think the other food in the grocery store is? So you have your Nutri-Grain and all those other things over in your aisles, but they're not over in the healthy section where the Lorabars are, or where your healthier food and snack choices are. So you just got to think of it like that. Your only goal along your journey nutritionally is to get closer to Farmer Jane, get closer to organic, get closer to not having all the GMOs and artificial preservatives and flavors and all those things in there. And yes, here's the one thing. If it says low fat, or no sugar, that basically means chemical shitstorm because it was filled with something else to make it still taste as good. So make sure that you're checking the ingredients, and if it has big words and it's not Farmer Jane approved, don't get it. Move slightly closer to Farmer Jane and you will make progress, all right? Bye guys, be your best selves, all right? See ya.